This is a new era, bringing it all together. Getting your right mind, we grind, we do it forever. That's the only mission. Elevated thinking is a vision. Yeah, I'ma keep moving if this don't hit. You can't stop me when I hop aboard the spaceship. Sit and watch as I make shit. I am not a human, I'm a living constellation.
Somewhere else where it's just mine.
Yeah.
Because right now the studio is going through changes and it's all like around the people that are. It's not around me. It's just what the customers and the clients, want to do. So
that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I just had my phone and I'm so stupid. Just ignore me.
No. Trust me, I understand the process.
Man. No, I literally just set my phone up. I just set my phone up, and then I'm over here looking for my phone.
That happens to me. I'll be talking on my phone and be like,
"Oh, I've done that.
What's my phone?"
100%.
Like,
I pulled
son,
I pulled into the house. I pulled into the house. I still remember it. I pulled into the house. I'm like, "Yo, babe, where's my phone?" I'm like trying to get out the car. I'm like, "Yo, I can't find my phone." She's like,
sometimes I'll reach into my pocket or just like feel my pocket and be like, "Shit, where is it?" I'm like, "All right, it's like fucking right here."
That's me every morning. Like I know, keys, phone, wallet.
Yeah, three pan check, right, 3 pocket check. That's a typical guy thing.
Ready to go right before I get out the door.
Yep, that's the standard guy 3 pocket check. You get your keys, your wallet, your phone.
Yeah, yeah.
Girls, on the other hand.
Girls are.
I need that, this,
and they don't use it, or they give it to you. Does that happen to you?
Mm-hmm.
My wife is like,
"Can you hold my keys?"
Here, I'm like, wait, what? Why do we have this big thing for then?
Right. Yeah. But then like, oh well, you never know when you'll need it, and then obviously there's those times where you do need it, and you're like, oh,
I must say that it does come in handy sometimes,
yeah.
especially if you have kids. But me, sometimes we'll be places, and then like camping.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And all of a sudden I'm like,
but that's like something you prepare for, though. I'm talking about like you go to like the grocery store or
quick run
just like your everyday thing, and they're like, I need my entire suitcase of purse with me. It's like, for what?
See, like right now, if my wife was here, she would have been like, we're going to a podcast. Here's some lotion. Here's some chapstick.
Fair. Yeah.
I don't have it's none of that stuff. So, they come in handy. But yeah. Difference.
Yeah. I have everything that I would need, like that would be in the purse, is where I'm going to be at.
Exactly.
If that makes sense.
We prepare for that day, that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, women.
Or before. I put it on before. Like, I need chapstick. I'm just going to put it on before, and that's a wrap. Because chapstick, you always lose. You never finish it.
Yeah.
You never finish a chapstick.
Never. I've never.
I would love to meet the soul that actually finished a chapstick.
I'm sure women do. I'm sure probably women, but men.
No shot. It's in a pocket, gets washed 4 times, and then I lost it. You've actually finished one.
It was probably like 5-6 years ago that I did, but
yeah, 1 in a million.
I don't know.
But lately it's always lost. Yeah,
it's like if you're a smoker, lighters. Like you guys probably don't smoke, but I'm a smoker, so lighters is one of those things where it's like, I know I'm not gonna finish this. I know this is gonna be lost before.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, when I used to smoke, all the people that I was around, they were like, yo, don't take my lighter. Don't touch my lighter because I'm going to lose it. No, don't touch my lighter. Sure enough, somebody else pocket it, and then you're like, yo, that's my lighter. I know it is. I had the white one. You had the green one.
Oh, my bad. And then they take it again. Oh, shit, my bad.
Yeah, always.
They go home with it.
Always. You're like, oh. Yeah, no.
It's not.
Remember those days.
Good. When did you stop smoking?
When did I?
And what did you smoke?
So, I used to smoke weed. I used to do cigars from time to time. I used to do cigarillos from time to time, or like, the weed wraps. Black and Milds. I used to do Black and Milds. Black and Milds is probably my go-to thing, but it's been probably since smoking weed, COVID.
I only smoke weed. I've never even. Well, no, cigars too. I try cigars here and there. Not my thing either, but
yeah, it wasn't.
It looks cool.
Yeah, like the big cigars wasn't really my thing. My buddy had showed me and like tried to get me into it, and I was like, yeah, I could be hip, and then no, I just wasn't. So went to more like the Black and Milds or like your weed wraps or something. Like I would just smoke it if it was around. But Like weed, probably COVID, just because. Well,
You quit like around COVID, or you?
the last time that I smoked, because I was actually able to, because I wasn't working, and
Okay, your job.
my
requires it.
job drug tests. But I mean, I stopped regardless, because like I mean, I could. I'm not saying that you should do this for my job, but I could get around it. But I stopped for personal reasons, just like for health and
I understand.
working out and whatever, that kind of stuff. Just because I have like lung issues, not like severe lung issues, but I have lung issues. Just when it comes to those kind of things, and just allergies, so it affects me like that. So I mean, probably shortly after that, I stopped with like the Black and Milds and stuff.
I try to stop so many times. I wish I could stop. I'll be honest.
You can just say,
Yeah, exactly.
It's
all
possible,
excuses.
It's hard to though.
no,
Yes,
for
yes.
sure.
Yeah, it's.
My wife was like that.
I used to smoke like I don't know 3/4 of a pack a day of cigarettes.
Oh wow.
Like a while ago.
Yeah.
Dang.
I don't know. I mean, I stopped cold turkey like before I like got like severely addicted. Thank God. But
Yeah.
I was just off and on for like 3-4 years.
I've
And then I
never
just stuck to
smoked
weed after
cigarettes.
that.
Yeah, you smoke.
Yeah, I've never
you smoke
smoked
weed.
cigarettes.
Yeah.
Yeah, cigarettes I've never smoked.
Yeah.
But it's hard. From what I hear, like it's harder than weed to quit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. I've heard
thank
that.
God
too.
I never
Yeah,
picked that up. Weed for me is just so relaxing, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
helps you sleep that
I
much
know what you
better,
mean.
too.
Yeah,
yeah. I try to. I don't like knowing that I'm depending on something that like messes with me a little bit. So I've been trying to not quit weed, but do it in a different way. Not doing it like every night because I need to go to sleep.
And not like all day every day.
Not all day, every
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
Like just do it occasionally. For fun, for recreation, like it should be. I think
Yeah.
when you start doing it every day,
When you start
multiple times
relying
a
on
day,
it.
a lot of us want to say we don't have a problem, but you do have a problem.
that's what my wife used to say, because she was like, no, like I could quit whenever I want, and
That's what you
it's
think.
not an issue, and blah blah blah, and this, that, and the third. But it's like, she used to smoke all day, every single day, and it was like, she'd do it to fall asleep, she would do it to do the groceries, she would do it to clean the house, she would do it to be creative.
Yeah.
It was like, anything that she did, but then she'd go and do something and she'd be paranoid of like going out or whatever. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, they're looking, they must know that I'm high. Well, don't smoke
No,
if you
don't
don't want,
smoke. Yeah.
but she had anxiety, stuff like that, and she stopped. So she doesn't smoke anymore. And she realized, like, she's like, I don't need any of this. She realized because she realized what she was using it for.
Yeah, and it's. I went on vacation recently, and of course you couldn't. I mean,
Transport
you can, but I'm
Yeah.
not. I'm going with my family and my kids. I'm not risking anything.
Right.
So I spent like 7 days, I think it was. We spent 7 days over there. I didn't smoke. And the one thing that was very noticeable for me was the time. Like when you're smoking,
Yeah.
time goes by quick.
Yeah.
It's slow and quick at the same time.
Oh yeah.
You could be sitting somewhere and look up and it's like, oh shit, it's been 2 hours and I've been sitting here.
You're right. Yeah.
But when you are there, like I just had a lot of time. I was like, Jesus Christ, I did so much shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like this could be like productive. Like if I was doing this like at home for work, like this, but also this stress. Weed helps with stress. Like I did it on vacation. I don't know if I could do that when I'm working.
Yeah. It's a lot.
You had a bad day, you smoke a little bit, you come home, you don't bring it home to your wife or your kids.
Excuse me.
So it's benefits, but
Yeah.
I would love to be able to do it like you. Yeah.
It's possible, man. But it is. It's kind of one of those things you have to find a replacement to. I don't want to say healthy replacement, but a healthy replacement for that, because obviously it's a habit, so you have to replace it with a new habit, stuff like that. So like, I'm using this as a loose example, but like, hey, like, you don't want to smoke, like, hey, I go to the gym or I listen to music instead to help overcome that stress. Or I know people that'll like sit in their car for like 5-10 minutes before they actually walk in the door of their house to like kind of just like bring everything in, whether it's listening to music mad loud in the car or just complete silence and just like kind of soaking it all in and being like, okay, like I'm not going to take work into the house because it's not their problem.
Exactly.
You know, and I do the same thing, or like my drive home is like, my wife gets frustrated with me because she'll call me on my ride home. And sometimes it's like, yeah, you could have waited, but I know she loves me and I appreciate you, babe. Love you. But it's like, to me, it's like, this is my time, not like away from you, but this is my time to decompress and listen to music and just forget about work.
Yeah.
So this way, when I do walk in the door, I can be cool. There's no animosity or anything. I don't take anything out on you.
You're not aggravated from work or, just snappy for anything. Yeah. I get it. Everybody has their own rituals when it comes to that as a couple. Like sure. Mine is, I have to call my wife. I get up earlier than they do. Like I'm out of the house by 5 a.m. So they by like 7:30 or so, kids are already dropped off by then at school or daycare, and she's on the way to work. I need to call her or she needs to call me, just because it's like I don't know. Like if that doesn't happen, I get like I get a little like weird. Same thing as soon as I'm done out of work, it's like, hey, everybody's okay, cool. It doesn't have to be long, but it's just like, all right, I left the house. Just like everybody made it. Like everybody's in school. You're on the way to work. All right, cool.
Yeah, right. It's just it eases it just eases your mind. Like I do the same thing. My wife and I do the same thing. We'll leave work. I'll shoot a quick text. Say, babe, leaving work.
Yeah. So it's like if that doesn't happen, she's either like, everything okay? You didn't call me. What happened?
Right.
Like you got out of work. Like you didn't call me. Something happened. What happened? Like it's habit.
Yeah, exactly. But it's just for I know for my wife and I, it's just for mental ease of just knowing like, hey, all right, both of us are good. I know that you're leaving, like it'll take you like 5 minutes to get home. Me, it'll take me 45 minutes to get home. So you can kind of time things out. She usually does a lot of the cooking, so she can time that out, or she's got to do something, whatever, It's just, just mental ease. But
like,
I
what
forget
about you?
Sometimes.
No wife?
I have a girlfriend of almost 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Almost there.
We'll do the same thing.
Shout out to the other Ashley. What's up?
Yeah.
Almost there then.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you're the smart one. Oh no, never mind. Playing.
We'll say good morning. Okay, going into work. Talk to you later. Well, text each other on lunch. Hey, I'm going home from work.
Any kids? You guys? Any of you guys got kids?
Not yet.
No, not yet.
Not yet. That is the goal. That is
Nice.
the goal. Sorry, speaking of that,
Am I older than you guys? Yeah,
I'm 31.
Right there, 33.
Nope, 36, baby.
I thought I had you.
What's up?
I think you're doing it smart. That's the advice I would give most people.
What's that?
Wait.
I mean, my weight is not intentional.
Okay.
I'll be honest.
Sorry about that.
No, you're good. No, you're good. My personally, my weight is not intentional, but I mean, I can understand that though, because like I back in the day, my vision was, marriage by 26, which actually, I mean, I ended up doing that, but marriage by like 26, kids by like 30, this, that, and the third, family, house, and I'm like, yo, like. When you're at those moments in life, at least from my perspective, like you're still figuring things out. You're still...
Yes.
I mean, I was still trying to figure out my career. I was still trying to figure out what I wanted to do. Like music aside, just like actually paying the bills. Like what I wanted to do, where I wanted to live, like moving out, like all of that. Like the first time I moved out was when I was 24 when I first moved out. Because then we got married 2 years later. So like, I think there's like certain things that happen in those times that people like try to rush sometimes.
I think it's also like mentality that's passed down. Like at least for the Spanish community, have kids early. Like by the time you're like 23, is like,
excuse me,
what's going on?
Where are they? Where's the grandkids?
Like yeah, like what? And then I think that was based on their time. So lifespan was shorter back then.
True.
So it's like you had to do things quicker. Also, people mature quicker back then, in my opinion. But my parents were like working at 8, like 12, like
Right, it's a household that they
so
just
like,
brought up in. Yeah.
By 20, like you're not at your parents' house anymore. that's how it was back then. You grew up quicker. With us is like we have the time, so why rush? Like I had kids early. I had kids at 23. That's not even that early,
Right.
But 23, you don't know anything.
Yeah.
So like
You think you do, but you have no idea.
I tell like my kid is 10. My oldest is 10. I got two boys. I'm like, so you can't even say I raised you. We're raising together, buddy. Like we just growing together.
Yeah,
man.
we're
Like,
all learning
I'm
this together.
sorry. Like for any because I feel like if I had kids now, it would be so much better. Because I know, like you're an adult. I don't feel like at 30, that's when you're starting to. I think at 30 you could say I'm an adult.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you pay your own bills. I pay my own bills. I moved out at 18.
Right.
It doesn't matter.
And like that's when you're like, just starting to realize what this thing called life is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, it's like holy
So I feel
shit,
like for us, that's good. Like having kids later, like in this stage of life, you live to 80. You're not dying at 50. At 50, you still got energy.
Right.
You're still in. I mean, if you take care of yourself, I'm trying to.
I got you. I got you.
So I'm good at 50, but like you could be really good at 50.
Yeah.
And for us, like at 50 back in the day is like you're
You
done.
weren't. Yeah,
Like,
you
back in
weren't
my
doing
day.
nothing.
Like, and I'm like having to change my mind, all that stuff. I'm like 50, like that's nothing. I gotta plan ahead, like
Right. Yeah, that's
So-
when my dad had me. My dad was 50. My brother, he just had his last one. I'm 36. He's 56. That was probably, yeah, he had it like maybe 48, 50. His last one.
That's a blessing, bro. Because they're so mature. They
got
know how
8
to
of them,
raise
dude.
you. Like they.
Dude, he's got 8 of them. Let's
My
just
dad
start
got
with
10.
that. I believe it. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, his
And I'm
neighbor
done
had
at
like
2.
12, something like that. Not to compete.
There's
but-
no way I'm having that many kids.
No.
yeah, I'd be happy with like 2 at the most.
I have 2. I wanted the boy and the girl. I got 2 boys. I'm cool with it. I'm like,
Yeah, I said 2.
we rock. Like it's fun at the same time though. Like, I don't know, like energy wise, if it would be different. But like right now, like me and my kids are just like I'm getting older, so like, injuries and stuff is starting to slow me down a little bit. But before we were just rolling around the house doing the same thing.
Yeah.
like a good example, pandemic. Me and my 2 kids, we would just go out, just to go out in the woods. Like
Yeah, you had nothing else to do.
I wasn't working, so I was just like, let's go. Where? I don't know. We're just going like if I was a kid myself, like
Just explore.
just
Yeah,
go find
exactly,
something.
just explore, just like see what's out there. The rain will come. We were like, okay, let's just go walk in the rain.
Yeah, we're
in the
good.
woods. Like let's just like so. I in that way, I don't know. Like it's fun for them probably. Like daddy can still just roll around and
It's
just
better though. These kids nowadays.
yeah.
It's better, man. Get them outside.
Get it in setting.
Oh yeah.
Just relying on things.
Yeah. My kids, I have a blessing with my kids. They love sports, so I don't have to like force my kids to be outside. It's the opposite. They're like,
I never want to come inside.
Yeah, the minute I get in the house is, can we go outside? Can we go outside?
Yeah, word.
Can we go outside? So
Word.
I'm cool on that aspect.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's how I always was. Like, I mean, as long as I had my homework and stuff done, like it was cool. Like I could go outside. I
Yeah,
could
but
do
you
whatever.
remember you don't count. you remember no internet.
That's true. Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah,
we don't count. I'm putting myself on that too. I don't. I remember no internet. So it was
That's
like,
true. That is true. That was such a different. It was a different
just
time.
di-
You didn't.
yeah.
You didn't have the internet to rely on, so you didn't have that extra thing that you could go to. I mean, I had video games, but even then, I'd rather be outside than.
Yeah, you're a
playing video
sports
games.
kid, huh?
Oh yeah,
Yeah. See. Yeah, me too.
dude. Soccer at age 6, basketball by 9,
Yeah.
track in high school. That's all I was doing.
Yeah, me too. That's
year round. Soccer was indoor, outdoor, travel teams. High schools. You start playing soccer.
Man, I never stop. I'm a coach for my kids' soccer, assistant coach. I'm not a coach. I assist the team as much as possible. And I talk sports on my podcast. So my love of sports is never it just keeps adapting as I get older.
Yeah,
Which is
yeah.
kind of cool. I've never, sports is probably if I could do a podcast, it would be just sports.
Just sports. I think I remember you saying that when
Yeah.
when we got
yeah,
when
yeah,
we were
yeah.
up
It's
there. Yeah,
one of probably the funnest times I have at the podcast is when I'm
talking sports.
talking. That's not work. That's just
That's where it's at, though.
Yeah,
that's,
yeah.
That's the way it should be.
yeah.
That's the way it should be.
Yeah, I'm thinking that I think there might be a podcast coming out between me and one of my buddies that's usually coming on the podcast. We're just gonna start up a sports. It's probably based on around the NBA because that's what I really
Fair. Yeah, that's more my cup of tea is the NBA. I'm interested for this year.
We had an episode. We did like a sports center episode. Yeah,
that was a good episode.
A while ago.
That must have been fun.
And like the main topic we started off with was when Marcus Smart got traded and everything. Like,
oh yeah, for the Celtics. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
See who's healthy.
Well, have you guys ever seen a championship team get disrespected as much as the Celtics?
Dude, it's like, yo, we won, and then everybody's like, yo, they're trash, whatever.
Like,
nothing. Corrupt.
Like we got nothing. We couldn't. Our two guys couldn't go to the USA team,
the Olympics.
Then the one that's there. Well, we had three there, but one didn't start. The main starter. It was just like
they sat him most of the time.
It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, Tatum didn't play that much.
Yeah, I was like, they're the champions. What do you mean?
Yeah.
And he's the only player that's like first team All NBA.
Yeah.
Everybody else wasn't. So I'm like,
it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Do you think Caitlin Clark should have played for US?
yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
1,000%.
They outed her and Angel Reese, didn't they?
Reese got played. I think Reese played.
She did play.
Yeah. Team. What they're doing?
Okay, hold on.
I have a lot to say about this.
Let's go. Okay, let's go. Because so Caitlin Clark. I mean, let's start with unpack Caitlin Clark. Let's do sport. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, because they just clinched. They just clinched playoffs.
Yeah, first time
in like years. I'm like, dude, that should tell you
as a rookie
more than anything how much she has helped grow this team. Now, when they first started,
the league itself.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what they're scared of. I don't know why, but
I think they have. This is like Michael Jordan. This
Angel
is
Reese was like, it's all about me too. No, it's not.
It's either okay, fine. Let's be fair because she's a great player. I don't want to. She's doing it too. Reese is doing it too. I know people want to shit on her for the rebounds and the miss, whatever, but she's part of it. So you could say Bird and Magic. This is like for the WNBA. This is that for them. And I think they should embrace it. All the teams, the league, they should embrace her and Reese. And I think they're stupid for like giving her a hard time and some of the stuff that they're doing.
Even the WNBA players, I was like, "Yo, why are you harassing this girl?
Like, it's like she's gonna help y'all make a lot of money.
Absolutely.
Trust me."
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Like you should be mad at yourselves for not bringing more attention to the WNBA and like be happy because this could mean higher pay for you guys. Like this could mean more. Stands are getting filled.
Definitely more ticket sales for sure.
More ticket sales.
Never watched a
like,
WNBA game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so to me, it's like that's, and I'll say it. I mean, it might be too early. That is the best women basketball player I've ever seen. Just the eye test. Of course, there's greats that came before her, and she has to prove a lot of things and win.
Yeah.
But the eye test, I've never seen a woman player do that.
I always like Diana Taurasi. Taurasi was one of my faves from UConn.
Great player.
Cheryl Swoops.
Moore, I forget her name. She retired. Maya Moore. Yeah, she retired early.
Yeah.
She was one of the other ones too that when she was coming up, I'm like, okay, they got something here. But then she got kids and she just stopped.
Yeah, she's like.
So we never knew. But first. With this one, I'm like, that's Steph Curry and.
Yeah, what she's capable of doing, sure. I'm like, yo, it's the logo shots. Yeah, come on, man. As a rookie,
same style of play.
Yeah,
like primarily on the perimeter, but she can also drive.
What she's doing,
great at passing.
Yeah, exactly. What you said. What she's doing for them is that space that Steph created for the NBA. She's doing it for the WNBA.
Dude, it's crazy. And I was like, yo, they were like, yeah, we're not putting her on. I'm like, what? I'm like, you know how much more of an impact she would have had if they put her on the team?
Sales, viewership, everything.
Everything. I mean, they had a pretty good viewership. I'm not going to lie. They had a good viewership, but...
You know what I like is that
her jersey sales... I'm sorry, not to cut you off. Her jersey sales for a U.S. Olympic team would have went through the roof.
Exactly. They should have both of them, Reese and her, like, they should have promoted that. And, like, she's going to create so much money for them. I feel like I said, look, I'm a sports fan. I've never watched a WNBA game before.
Same.
So it's doing something.
Yeah, exactly. And I had a few favorite female players, but I just never, whether it was timing or just really just like, I'd rather watch an NBA game or watch. There were things that I would watch prior to that.
Yeah. They made it exciting.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's the same thing that Bird and Magic did. They made it. Sorry, guys.
No, you're good.
Exciting.
Yeah. Now you got an expansion team that's going to be coming out, I think, next season, if I'm right. I think it's Vegas.
Vegas is already out.
Is it Vegas?
Yeah. Vegas Aces.
No, that's Vegas Aces. There's another team that's coming out.
Isn't it Seattle?
Yeah, Seattle was the next one that ran into my head. Yeah, they got an expansion team coming out next year, adding a another team to the league. Like, dude,
that's how it starts. And I do like the competition. I'm not gonna lie. Like the way, like we complain about the way how they're
fact check it.
How they're like going at her and like.
Yeah, I mean, like, prove yourself.
But at the same time, it's kind of good. It brings out like a level of competition that you like to see. And I like the way she embraces it. She's not crying about it.
Yeah, she's like, it was just tough defense.
Yep, she twisted her ankle. She's like, how bad is it? Actually, that was really soft. I saw the video after. That was soft for me to cry. And I'm like, she's great.
I don't know if she is just very well media trained or what have you, but she is killing it too.
Yes.
Because again, it's like you see clips of her just get derailed off of a drive, and she's like, we were just trying to play the ball, and she was trying to reach for it, and she just made a good attempt at it, and that's what happened. Yeah, like most people would be like, yo, I don't know what the problem was. Like, you're just coming at me, bro, because I'm whatever. And it's like she handles it very well, on and off the court. Because there's been time again she gets derailed, and I think I remember seeing a clip. She like ran away because she's like, I don't want to get a tech, because then
I think she was upset, and she's like, don't touch me with that fake shit.
Yeah, that too.
Because the player that hit her put the shoulder on her, and then it goes like,
and then it was like, we're seeing the same clip.
Don't touch me, man.
Yeah.
Like,
but it's smart because it's like if she gets that T, I mean, because they have the suspension rule. It's like you get a T, you miss a game. It's like, especially now where they're in the playoffs, you can't miss a game.
Exactly. So yeah, I mean, like I said, she's handling it. You can't ask for anything better.
Dude, the All-Stars beat the U.S. Olympic team.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Wild. Yeah,
that's crazy. And I do want to. Reese is also great. Like, we need her too. Like, what she has a different style. What she brings to the game outside of the courts with endorsements and all that stuff, it's also different. She's a girly girl. She's like I said, she brings also something, and people don't like her game.
Yeah, I think I just see too many clips of her just like bashing it off the rim and getting her own rebounds, and now she's got a triple double.
Yeah. But that's the thing with clips; they bash them all together, and it looks like this is
her whole game.
Yeah. So, I mean,
because I liked her when she was in college. I was like, yo, this girl, she's dope player.
She hustles. If you're out there getting that many rebounds, that's hard. So you're spending a lot of energy. You're trying. So I'm not gonna it's great. It's a different game, completely different games.
Oh, for sure.
But they're great.
So there's two expansion teams in the WNBA actually.
Oh, two.
It's gonna be one in 2025 and another one in 2026. 2025 they're gonna have Golden State, and then 2026 they're gonna have Toronto.
Nice. Wait, Golden State is a great.
I think
market.
I heard Toronto.
Yeah. No, Golden State. Valkyrie.
Yeah, that's nice.
Huh.
That's not bad. I mean, that's good. I think the NBA is having an expansion team also.
Another one? Jeez.
Yeah, I don't think we need it.
Nah.
I think we need to work on our competition a little bit.
Yeah.
We have teams that are just terrible. So let's work on that first, in my opinion.
Right. Yeah, there were some of those teams. I'm like, yo, who put this roster together? Like, what are they doing? Yeah. Detroit Pistons? What is happening?
Yeah, as a big NBA fan specifically, I'm not happy with a little bit of what they're doing in the sense of promoting younger players.
Yeah, I looked at the team. I was like, who are these people? I've never heard of any of these people. Like, you don't have one notable player on this team.
Yeah.
Using them as an example, but it's like, dude, who's on this team?
But I think it's the fact that the NBA is focused so much on LeBron, Curry, KD.
Bronny.
Bronny.
Why? Well, we can talk
He's
about
not
that.
okay. Bronny is. Don't even get me started on Bronny. He's not even
Why
that
is
good.
he
He's
in the
not
league?
even that good at all.
He-
if he maybe stayed like 2 more years in college, okay, maybe.
Again,
Three
but-
point 5 points a game, and you made it into
2
the
points a
NBA, dude.
And-
what?
and-
I should have made it then.
Yeah.
14
nah,
points a game in
that's-
high school.
That's not good, and this is what I mean by this is bad for the league. Like, this is bad for the league, and it's just gonna get worse, in my opinion.
They think it's good press, and it's not.
And I think that's the reason why we still like
He's not-
we depending on 40-year-old LeBron. I love LeBron. I'm not a LeBron hater, but
I should say it's good press,
for
but it's
that
bad for the
reason-
league.
Yeah.
I don't.
Because then it's what are you telling? What are you telling future prospects? Oh, I don't really have to play that well. I just need to. So well, not even that. I need to know somebody to get into the NBA.
Well, this is
Yeah.
the thing. We have all these NBA players, kids. Is that what's gonna happen with everybody?
They're coming. Yeah.
I
So is
hope
that-
not. I really
Like
hope
we
not.
have.
Because then now you're saying like, sorry, I keep cutting
No,
you
no,
off, but
it's
it's like now it's like okay, now you have the standard. If your kid is coming in, or you got a kid that wants to join the NBA, now you gotta let him in.
I thought it was your skills.
Right.
So
Yeah.
no. Bronny, and we in one of the podcasts I did, we said it. We're like, I hope once the finals ended, we did a podcast, and I'm like, I hope we're not talking about Bronny James the whole off season, and that's what we did. That is what literally all they talked about on SportsCenter, and I was just like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, like the kid is not even gonna play.
No.
Like he's not gonna play. They'll do a few photo ops for LeBron
Yeah.
and give him some minutes, so so it looks nice, father and son.
Lo and behold.
Whoop-de-doo.
Because didn't LeBron
Kudos.
say he was like, yo, I don't want to like. I wasn't trying to get him on my team, and then lo and behold, he's on your team.
You're not
No
trying to
one
get him
saw
on the
that
team.
coming. No one saw that
But
coming.
he did say like he did like I don't know if he mentioned it publicly, but he did like mention that he wanted his son on the team.
Yeah,
No, he wanted to play.
He wanted
He
to play with his son.
Yeah, he even
before
said it.
He wanted, yeah,
Yeah,
I remember
once,
like
yeah.
years ago when his son was like starting to come up. He was like, "Yeah, like that's my goal. Like I want to play with my son. Cool." And
It's
then
the
like,
whole reason why he didn't sign. That's why he was a free agent. Also with his son, it's all been prepared. Because whatever team picked him, he most likely was going to end up
He's gonna
joining
go,
that
yeah.
team.
and lo and behold, he gets picked drafted by Lakers.
Well, his manager, when teams are trying to pick him, he told
There was
them
a few
flat
teams,
out.
yeah.
Yeah, they told him flat out, don't pick him. If you pick him, he's going back to college.
Dang.
So it was. Everybody knows what's going on. This is all.
Yeah.
It shows the power of LeBron James, though.
No,
I mean, he
for
got
a
what
fact.
$6 million, easy, quick,
Yeah. No, it's true.
right out of high
60
school.
million?
6, not 6.
Oh,
6.
6 million, yeah.
It's only 6 million, but 6
Still,
million, 6 million still,
six,
man.
Yeah.
And like his Nike deal
You
was
can
like
make that and then never have to work again.
Yeah.
You don't have
And
to
his
have to
Nike
work
deal was
again.
like 90 million.
Yeah.
So imagine.
That's crazy.
I know. I did the math one time on one of his deals. It was like he made like $200 a minute or something crazy like that.
Oh, yeah.
I always do that. Like when these players get like big deals. I did it with like
That he
Tatum's
did
too.
deserve though.
Yeah,
I do
He's
that.
a crazy ass player coming out of high school.
Yeah, I do it with like the real rich people counting pockets. Like,
And he showed out though.
Yeah.
but like, it's insane that like, there's like, what is it? Like 8 billion people in the world, something like that.
Probably.
And then we have like Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk, and they have 200 billion. So
It's
they
like,
could
yo,
get-
y'all can't give us a bill.
Yo,
Y'all
they could
can't
give
give us.
every
Come on now.
person living a billion, and they still have 100 left.
Yeah, they would still not be broke.
That is insane.
Yeah,
Like that should
yet they
not be.
don't.
That should not be possible. That should not like. That is a crazy.
But is it? To be fair, I'll play the other side for half a second. Is that worth, or is that in their account?
Okay, that's a fair point.
Because like my stock for whatever could be
Yeah, exactly. That's woo woo money.
my capital.
That's,
Yeah.
I think they still have. I think Elon still has like a capital of like cash
I'm
of
sure he
over
does.
$1 billion. Not
Yeah,
all
I'm
of
sure he
it, but still, still remains. They could give everybody
Still
$1
dying.
billion if they wanted to. That's
yeah,
insane.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I believe. Yeah, I believe
That's,
it. Yeah,
that's
for sure.
crazy.
Even a mill, like yo, just give me like a flat mill. Like I'll be straight.
Hey,
like
exactly.
you can help a lot of
Just
people.
a gift of a meal for every person.
Bro, I'm telling you, it's a tax write-off. It's a gift.
Exactly.
You probably make half of that back in taxes.
Imagine. But
Just saying.
hey, I guess we all have to work for ours.
Yeah, that is what it is. I'll keep working. I'll keep grinding.
How's music going for you guys?
It's going pretty well. I mean, I've taken the time to like stack up new music. I have like a new sound now. So, you know, I've worked on that for a while. I mean, I took a step back just because like shit got overwhelming, of course.
I think it's always, people forget, like, just like everything else,
Like,
you take a break from your job. This is also a job. You need to take a break too.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to take care of yourself to, you know, bring yourself to the next level to be able to do that. Like you know, it's up here first. You got to
Exactly. It takes its toll.
Yeah.
Like anything else.
Oh yeah, for sure.
How about for you?
I've been working. I've been in the studio. I've been working with my producer Merch. Shout out to Merch as always. We've been putting together a project. I kind of disappeared as far as like releasing music, but I have like a game plan kind of moving forward. I got a couple singles that I'm just waiting on. Gonna start dropping some music. I got a project that I've been trying to get in to drop. Hopefully we'll drop it for next month or the end of this month. It's something that's been kind of hanging out for like a year and a half, and we just need to drop it. Shout out to Vincent DeSoro and D-Rock. I got a project with them.
Vincent, he's a guitar guy or something, right? He plays guitar.
That's B Snare.
Okay.
But he works with
them.
But he works
Okay.
with Vincent. So shout out to all three of them. But yeah, so I've been doing that. Just been steadily working, and it's been interesting because, you know, I've had people, oh, you still make music? And I'm like, yeah, like just because I'm not releasing music doesn't mean that I'm not working. Like people don't understand sometimes. And
you guys love to do this.
I get it from a certain perspective because it was like a music person that asked me. They're like, "Yo, the still making music, J Faith," and I was like, "Yeah, man. Like I'm still working. Like it's just."
You should be proud of that. That shouldn't be like a slight or anything.
Yeah. Well, I dropped Apartments, and then it was just like I kind of had things in line. I heard that too from the headphones. I kind of had things in line, but it was still a process, and then. Starting the process with Mertz, we've kind of revamped some of the beats because I had a lot from Anno Domini that I got from a contest, and I was like, I want to make this as authentic and homegrown as possible. So, you know, I had a lot of I had the entire project demos completely done, and then probably I have 10 songs, probably 11 by the time I figure things out in a skit. 7 of them we redid beats for.
That's a lot of work.
so you know now it's like, okay, now we redo the beat. You know, each session that we're doing, we do like monthly sessions, and then you know now you got to get back in, record it, you know, mix and master, all that fun stuff. But
it's a lot of work, man. Like you guys obviously also work. You guys do the podcast, the music.
Yeah.
What episode are you guys in right now?
This is 108.
108? Wow.
108. We got some help on the video editing side too, which is cool. I'm not ready to fully announce that yet, but shout out to him. He knows who he is. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. That has been, I wanted to mention, that has been a lifesaver. I'm not using it today just because the camera setup, we don't, Crispy helps with, the cameras have like a self timer on them for some odd and strange reason. And they shut off after like 15 minutes. So he goes through and resets it. Just being honest here, people.
Yeah.
I'm sure they've seen like the counter on the thing. Cause like the counter will pop up like 6, 5, 4. And I'm like, and then I gotta swap the camera, whatever. But hey, that's just the facts of life. But it works. But dude, this thing has been such a lifesaver. And not only space, but just time and everything else. So I appreciate that.
Well, for me, I had no choice. Like I do everything by myself, so I have to like be able to, you know, push the buttons. It's tough though. Like I don't know if for you, like holding a conversation and also focusing on like sometimes you get too deep into something and you just forget to switch. Like
I've had that happen a couple times. Like he'll be talking and the camera will still be on the guest, and I'm like, oh crap, and I'll swap it.
Yeah. That's
as I just did that right there.
We're all blacked
Cameras
out.
off,
Yeah, that happens to me all the time where I'm just like, especially long conversations.
Yeah.
It's like like you just get into it, so you start forgetting, and I'm like, I'm also working.
Yeah. I would like to have, like I did want the person that edited post to like physically be here to do all of this, because I would like somebody to actually do it, just clean and everything else.
Yeah.
But he's actually, not to give anything away, he's actually in Germany.
Yeah.
I know him personally, but he's in Germany, so it's kind of like
Yeah.
can't really have him in person. But
it's also tricky. You know,
yeah,
I don't know. This is it's tough to bring in. The more, I'm sure you guys know, but the more people you add to something, the harder it is to coordinate. The harder it is to
for
like
sure.
Keep. And that's honestly that's the reason why I've been doing it the way I've done it. Is like there's a level of people get comfortable. Like there's nobody there. It's just me and the guests. It's just more like if you add another person, that's a different energy also in the room.
Yeah.
Some people might feel uncomfortable. There's a just person staring there, like not part of the. Yeah. So it's like for me, the person will have to have a camera on and also will have to like time in here and there. They'll have to be part of the show, basically.
I got you.
So
Yeah.
that's one of the reasons why I haven't done it. Because and again, it's different. It's just me and the guest. There's a little bit of people let go a little bit easier. I feel like.
Right.
So
that's true.
It's tricky. It's tricky, especially editing. Editing is, and now I'm doing editing for my show, the 2 Spanish shows that I have, and then there's another big sports show that's gonna jump in. They already have their own podcast going, and they have a big audience going already, but they don't have a studio, so they're gonna join. So that more editing for me, which is fun, especially when you don't know what the hell you're doing, like me.
Hey, it comes with time.
I'm just learning as I go.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. But yeah, the kid, he picked it up pretty quickly. He's been just kind of putting, so like I just upload everything. He takes everything, puts it all together. I mean, it's the way we have it. It's pretty simple. It's just like kind of just plug and play everything.
Yeah.
So it's like, I would love to obviously like do like, I don't do any. I mean, I'll be honest, like I don't do any like color correction, none of that stuff. Like it's really just like making sure everything's where it needs to be. If there's anything that I do need to cut out, like I make sure I cut that out. Intro, outro, anything else that I need to put in there. All right, cool. And then we're up. And then the artwork and the clips.
It's still a lot of work. It's still a lot of work.
Yeah, because like I would want like whoever did this too to like to do timestamps and stuff, so we could. When putting clips together, it could just be, hey, all right, at this time to this time, throw that in there. Okay, cool. We're not hunting and pecking sometimes, or trying to remember what people said when they said it, or Crispy's been doing a really good job because he does a lot of like behind the scenes stuff, and he'll catch people speaking through the pod, so it makes it easier for clips. I don't have to worry about it. So I kind of just take that and use some of the recent ones.
There's an update. I don't know if you knew about it. There's an update for that machine.
Is there?
Yeah, you don't have to buy nothing new. Just connect it to the. You have to connect it to a landline. I haven't done it myself, but I know it's the
landline.
Yeah, because if you look right there, there's a landline connection.
Yeah.
That's the only way to update it because it doesn't connect to Bluetooth or anything.
Huh?
So you have to connect it straight to.
Even
internet.
if it's directly connected to your computer?
Yeah, no.
It just won't? What?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Well, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe you could do it. I don't know. But the instructions I saw, you have to connect it to a landline and do this update, which will allow us to do a lot better things on that same machine. I got to do it. I have to find the time now to actually...
Probably got to find a landline.
The studio doesn't even have one, so I got to disconnect it, take it home, and then do it that way. So, yeah. And who knows? It probably takes, a few hours. And but check it out. I think you could do like the main thing that it does that I want to be able to do in mine is you could record all cameras at the same time. So everything will be captured. All cameras, you could put them all on the same screen. So you could have a camera just to me, to him, and the group camera, and it's all gonna be recorded. So it makes it good for editing, makes it easier, I think. So yeah. I got to do it.
That would be cool.
But yeah, you should look into it. I think
for sure.
They'll probably help.
Yeah. Well, I want to get, I want to get like the 2 new cameras, same as the center, our main one here, because there's no timer on it.
Yeah.
But we'll get there. We've been
slowly.
I'm not in a rush. We made it this far, so I can't.
I tell people all the time, like, look, at the end of the day, people are there for your content, for what you say. It's not for how. I mean, if it looks completely terrible and you can't even watch it, then of course. But
Right.
at the end of the day, people who actually stay and follow you guys is gonna be for what you guys actually speak, what you guys stand for. It ain't gonna be for, how well it looks. I mean, sometimes we're not even watching; we're just listening.
That's why I made the audio version. That's why I made it a podcast audio version, because I was like, if you're like me and you're at work and you want something to listen to, but you can't really put YouTube on, you just want your phone to die.
I can never listen to a podcast for 2 hours and watch it. I could watch clips of it after.
There's two. There's two that I could do.
But religiously? Wow, which ones?
Joe Budden podcast.
Okay.
And George Janko podcast.
I like both.
I could sit and watch.
I still wouldn't sit there and watch it. I would still be moving around.
Yeah.
So I'm not like
if I should say, if I had the opportunity to sit and watch them, I could sit and watch them. Like Joe Budden's, I used to sit and watch. Now with work and stuff,
I'll work and listen.
I'll work and listen.
I'll work and listen, but I can't watch it because it's just no time. Like I don't have that type of time.
Yeah.
So
that's what it comes down to.
Yeah. So most podcasts anyway, I'm only listening. Even if it's on YouTube and it's playing in the background, and then when they say something funny, I'm like, hey,
Right.
I'm not like I can't watch the whole thing. So I haven't even done that yet. I only have 25 episodes. 26 episodes. So I haven't even put anything on audio yet. I'm building.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, it's
I know.
It's easy.
I know. I know how to do it.
And it's free.
Yeah. I know how to do it. It's just time.
Yeah.
So now I have to restart all over and do it one by one. So
Dude,
but I'm gonna get to it.
I did mine. I gotta find it because I gotta get all that. I'll be honest too. Because we talked about this before. I got to get the analytics for everything, because when I initially set them up, I used a different email that was not
connected to.
It was like a Right Mind Podcast email, but it wasn't like a good email. It was like acronyms and stuff, and then I was like, I want to get
numbers.
Well, it was like it was like I don't want to say. I'll say it off camera. I don't want to say it, and then because I don't want somebody to go and be like, oh, let me mess with him. So what I want to do is I want to reset up that email so that I can request the password and then change everything over to the official one.
Okay.
So that I can log in and check everything. I keep meaning to. But
It's busy, a lot of work.
Yeah, but we were probably I would say maybe 25 episodes in, just straight video, and using that setup with the RSS feed, uploaded it to SoundCloud, and within an hour and a half, all 25 are up.
Oh wow!
And streaming
that fast.
And streaming.
Well, yeah, it's audio, so it's a lot quicker. So,
but it's weird because DistroKid, they're like, yeah, we need a month and a half. What?
Yeah.
Why? When I can literally upload an hour, the same amount of time in a podcast, up into thing, and it's there, like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. That's music.
It's weird. It's weird. I don't know.
Yeah,
what
it makes no. If it's the same process, it makes sense that
maybe less copyright thing that you have to go through because it's I don't know.
Oh,
it's interesting.
That could be it.
You know what I mean? Because they kind of filter it and no, this sounds like somebody else's song. You might want to.
Oh yeah, so they have to go through that and check. So yeah, maybe
I don't know. I don't know.
That's why.
Be an interesting question to look up, or answer to find. But yeah, within an hour and a half, all 25, it literally was just upload, and then within an hour and a half, they were all up.
Yeah, I got to do that for mine, and then the rest of the guys. Well, not all of them, but some of the people that I have, I'm doing everything for them, all the way down to the clips they post on their social media.
Yeah.
So
that's tough. I know what that's like.
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm doing.
Yeah. So it's a lot of time. I have no time.
Yeah. Our new hire's been helping, but he's again, not to give anything away, he's in school, so we're like, if you can at least just put the pod together, that's already a help. He was doing clips before, but with school starting and stuff, I'm like, listen, I don't want to scare you out the room before we've even gotten started. Yeah. So you let me know what you can do, and we'll rock from there. If you can't do a week, cool, let me know. If you can do this, cool. Let me know. If not, cool.
Communication. That's
all it is.
Part. But you guys, I like what you guys have because you guys have like a set. I wanna do that. Will I have like a set date? It's like set date, set time, and just every whatever day, and I know I'm gonna do it. But right now it's like I'm still jumping.
It's just the time.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we can film on a Thursday. Okay, be there.
Yeah, that's
type of
pretty much. We have a Spanish podcast, and they brought like a guest from Dominican Republic who he does like a show over there. Then we were doing it like at 2 a.m. Because he was doing the Spanish show. He was doing like media rounds in Massachusetts because they had the Spanish festival in Boston or something. Well, I guess it's not Spanish. It's Dominican festival. So he was there like just doing media rounds and Lawrence and all that stuff. So the only time he had was like 2 a.m. So they called me and said, "Hey, can you do it?" I'm like, why not?
Like, all right, I guess I'll be there.
Let's do it. It was fun actually. It's a lot of work.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I still don't see myself at 100, 108.
Yeah, I think this will be 108.
That's a lot. But how long have you guys been doing it? Years?
It's been like 3 years.
That's it?
2021, I think, is when we first kind of started dropping. Excuse me. Allergies. Ugh. Yeah, 2021 dropped a couple, and then 2022 is when it really started hitting. 2023 was the year of just like constant episodes. 50 came really quick, and then I feel like 100 was just yesterday. It's been cool.
To me, I use you guys and everybody that's been doing it longer. Like I see the motivation, like you guys are still going, like you guys haven't stopped or got discouraged or anything like that. So like that's inspiration for me.
We just keep trying to figure it out. Like we've changed this set like 4 times, finally updated, I think I kind of got it where at least I would like it.
I think you never
look wise
when it comes to that. Like, I think you're always gonna be.
But also, like with the times, like you hit certain milestones or whatever. Like 100. We did 50. We had a bunch of people on. Did a cool episode. 100 changed the layout a little bit. 150. Who knows? Maybe we'll be in our specifically owned spot.
So nice.
Nice. Bigger studio type of deal, type of thing.
Nerds, I'm not trying to kick in the face.
Yeah.
Hey, I've been dealing with a knee pain too. I don't age, man.
Yeah, it's like right
stretching.
right there.
And I didn't do nothing. That's the worst part. I'm like, I didn't do nothing. Like I don't remember doing anything. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
That's what's been getting me. Because sometimes I try to go to I do fairly regularly go to the gym, but
yeah, see, I'm not doing anything. So it's like, why?
Sometimes I'm like, yo, why? But like, I'll literally just walk all day at work, and I'm like, yo, why does my heel kill me?
Oh, yeah.
My foot is on fire right now. I know why. Part of it is just stretching, but
yeah, when you,
I think that's the biggest thing that I've noticed.
Yeah,
is that a lot of people miss, especially like former athletes too. You're so used to stretching and working out and the consistency of all that. And then as you get older, that slowly decreases. And then we're like, oh, I don't know why my body aches. Because it's like, well, dude, you stopped stretching.
Well, that's what happened to me. I was running 7 miles a day.
Bro, that's it right there.
165, which is like, I look like I'm dying at 165 pounds.
Right.
But then kids come into play, work. And then when you're an athlete, you especially young, you just eat whatever you want.
Oh yeah.
And then you stop.
Dude, I used to eat everything.
Yeah, and nothing will happen. You don't gain weight, nothing. And then I kept that same eating habit and not working out and not doing anything. And I was a person that was, like I said, I'll run 7 miles a day and then go to work. I was just to start the day. Wow. So then, like, I was just burning an insane amount of calories. So I was able to just eat whatever and not have to worry about it. And then 10 years later, it's like, oh shit, 165 turned into 265. It's like, whoa. Now I'm trying to, work myself. I got all the way to 300.
Dang.
And then right now I'm like a 260, maybe 255 around there.
I hit 2 and I was like, damn it. Because I was like high school, I was 165, 170. And then college, college was like 170, 175, and then I was like, all right, whatever. And then started jumping into the like 185s, 190, and then 2, and I was like, dude, what is happening? But it's also like, dude, college, you were running track workouts 5 days a week.
Yeah.
And then eating whatever you wanted. So it all balanced itself out. You're not doing that anymore. You're running maybe 2 miles
a mile
every other day, you know,
or nothing.
or nothing, maybe twice a week.
quick jog to the mailbox.
Working out, you maybe burn 300, 400 calories, maybe.
Yeah, like I play ball, like, but that doesn't.
Yeah.
You're not working out. You're not gonna achieve anything without your diet. Like it's all about diet. And So now I'm trying to learn that, like figuring out what.
It's mostly about how you feel. Like if you're feeling great, you're gonna kill your workout. If not, like you're gonna drag the entire time.
Exactly. Or also injuries. Like I'm worried about like getting hurt. So like I gotta be smart with how I start working out.
Yeah.
So I don't get any injuries or can't afford it.
Yeah, I always have like back stuff. Even when working out now, I always have to watch it. Like if my back is sore, I'm like, yeah, I'm not working out. Or like my feet are sore or whatever, I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing legs today.
You do something else.
I try to do something else. But like the back, I'm like, yeah, there's not really much else I can do because it's kind of the main function of everything.
You need everything.
Looks like we're not, doing something. I'm like, damn, I didn't do something today. And now, I just feel like I always have to like catch back up to what I was doing.
Yeah. Well, see, that's a cool thing about not having kids early also. Like for me, it was like everything hit at once. You're 23 with a kid, you're trying to figure out bills, college, like,
The kid needs food too.
Exactly. And then
needs clothes.
everything's like, I remember when I first found out about my kid, I just remember the only thing was like, I need to provide. So from 23 to about 30, that's all I did. That's all that was in my mind. Which I guess I did good, but I wasn't thinking about like music or like anything. I don't do music, but like any hobby or anything that I really wanted to do, I wasn't thinking about any of that stuff. At that time, it was just like, I got a kid coming. I don't care how. I need to provide. Yeah, so everything else just falls out the window. Yep. Your shape, your dreams, all that stuff. Now, if you're 36, you already did. You build up a level of like resources, or like what you're gonna do, how you're gonna do it. So you're able to like have your kid and not like lose.
Life doesn't get.
Yeah, but at 23,
botched.
You're just like.
You're still trying to figure out your own schedule. Now you got to figure out your kid's schedule,
exactly.
your schedule, your spouse's schedule,
and you're not even mature enough to like deal with a schedule.
Oh no, not at all, not at all.
So yeah,
like when we moved out for the first time, dude, we messed up so many different things. I mean, it was a learning experience for both of us, but we had so many things to work on. I mean, I thank God that we are in a much better place now, but. It took a lot of downfalls and just like, dude,
turbulence.
What is happening?
It's tough. Now? People think relationship. How long you been with your wife?
We'll be married 10 years in January. I've known her since high school, so I mean I've known her for a while, but she's probably gonna hate me. 12 years officially together for this final last time.
Yeah. See, I'm going on 15.
Okay.
And it's tough. That's the thing I'll tell anybody. And it gets better. Like I'll say right around 10 years. Like it just gets easier.
No, for sure.
But before then, like it's tough. There's nothing perfect. There's nothing that just works. Yeah. You have to work at it. That's what people don't understand. Our relationship, if you want to make it last, you have to want it to work. You have to want that.
Yeah.
Because if not, it's not going to. Like, life is going to test that relationship.
Heck yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, the first 5 years is like really getting to know each other, living together. That's kind of the thing. Figuring out your budgets, how the money's going to come in and out, whatever. Then you start figuring out like where you want to live, what you want to do. You're still figuring out your careers. You know, and then by 10, it's usually, you know, you start kind of like, okay.
You know,
you've built up a lot since then.
Well, you know where you guys are at. If you can make it 10 years, like, I think you've hopefully come up to some sort of just plan and just consistency together to know, even if things change, you still have that, the plan is still kind of the same. You're like, okay, we're on the same playing field here. Okay, cool.
Yeah, and I think at 10, the thing that clicked for my relationship was the tug and pull, as I call it, where if I'm angry, if I'm the one that's at 100, I know that I cannot also be at 100. Like, she can't be at 100. If she's at 100, I know I can't be at 100. This is not going to work. So I'm like, okay, she's there already. Cool. It's my turn to stay calm and just, you know, because it's just, you learn that tug and pull is like, all right, he's 100%. Really upset, I'll give him his space. Or she's upset, I'll give her space. Yeah. And you're able to, like, you just know. You're able to pick up on the signs quicker. You just know each other. Yeah. Before that, it's just like, you feel this, but I feel this.
Yeah, you're going back and forth.
It's like, I don't care.
What do you mean?
Yeah. So it's work. If you wanted to work out, like, you had to put in the work.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I just officiated my first wedding, and that's pretty much what I told them. I said, listen.
You officiated? Oh,
yeah.
What does that mean?
So, like, basically, like, do you take this person to be your lawfully wedded?
Wait, so you actually, like
I married people.
What do you need? What do you do to be able to do that?
Pay $25 to the state.
Wait, so what you see on movies is real? So your friend could just go somewhere and pay some money and learn it and just do it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought it was fake. I thought it was just for the movies.
Nah.
Oh, wow.
I don't.
You didn't do it for that reason. Like, you're not.
No. They were like, hey, like, would you be willing to marry us? And I was like, yeah, absolutely.
This is like your friends, I'm assuming?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's J Plus and Mia. Shout out to them. Congrats as well. Yeah. But yeah, they hit me up and was just like, hey, what's up? You know, but that's what I told them. I said, listen, like, this is something, like, you got to have compromise. There's going to be a lot of work. Like, you got to work together. Like, your 100% may not be her 100%. And some days that 100% may feel like 50. And you got to just kind of supply that 50.
Yeah. Like, you guys are one, as they say.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Like, you basically become one person.
You have
That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
Like, for me, and we went through stages. Like, for a long period of time, I was like, if you want to say, like, the backbone of a lot of stuff. And then now, where I'm, like, you know, chasing my dream with the podcast stuff in the studio, like, I'm doing my business that's mine, as long as working on my other, I don't have a lot of time. So, like, you know, and I coach my kids, like I said. So I go to work, I come home, I go edit. When I'm not editing, I'm taking the kids to soccer. When I get back, I'm editing. When I'm not there, I'm either doing an interview. I'm not doing anything at the house. I'm not having to deal with, like, I put money in the bank, things gets paid, things gets done. I don't know. Like,
right.
She does all that stuff. You see what I'm saying? So there's a lot of it helps. It helps
there's that balance too, you know.
Yeah, and she has her own job and her own life, and she has her own time that she wants to do stuff. But, you know, right now I'm doing all of this, so she has to put her stuff in the back, which I appreciate. And those are the type of things that, like, if you're in a relationship, you have to, like, work through those things and figure it out, because
you have to compromise somewhere. You know what I mean? You kind of find the middle ground.
Exactly, like,
ride that out.
Exactly. Like, we have kids. Maybe if you don't have kids, this is for people that have kids. Maybe if you don't have kids, you could both chase your dreams and do what you want with no worries. But when there's kids, you can't do it.
But you got to be motivation for each other too. Like, my wife and I both have, you know, we have clothing businesses that we're trying to, like, get going and stuff like that. And some days, like, I don't want to do it. Some days she doesn't want to do it. I'm like, babe, like, you need to get to work. Like, you need, you know, my sales, you know, I haven't really sold anything. I'm like, have you promoted? Have you done anything? Like, what are you doing? You know?
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, you got to be motivation for each other and push each other, and also just be like, hey, listen, like, it's not going to happen overnight. So,
No, definitely not gonna happen overnight like people think.
but if you can do it together,
Please, yo.
hey, like the more the merrier. If you could, do something like that together, super dope.
Exactly.
You
Yeah.
know?
If you could like have the same passion to do something together, that's
Mm-hmm.
great. That's great. Sadly, my wife is like, podcast? No way.
Yeah, that's how my wife is with music.
She's like, no.
Yeah, that's how my wife is with music. Sometimes I'm like, I just wish, but I think that there's a reason for that.
Balance.
And it's to say you get kind of the complete opposite of who you are.
Yeah.
And we're like, no, I wanted somebody compatible with me, but it's like, no, that actually works out for you. That's why
It
they're
works out.
compatible for you.
Compatible.
Yeah, me and my wife are completely different. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%.
She's like, things will get done. And they do somehow. I don't know. I guess she's a smart one. She's because she's not stressed out like I am. I'm like, we need to do this. I need to do this. But I'm planning this. I'm planning that.
Yeah.
And she just goes, oh, I'll take this.
Yeah.
Things just happen. And
Yeah.
Everybody's different, but she's patient and she works what she wants slowly, or at least I think it's slowly, and then she just gets it done. And then I'm over here like, just get to take 2 steps.
Yeah. I feel
But that's
that.
just how I am, and
Yeah.
so it works out. Because if she was like I am, then it'll be a problem.
Oh, it'd be chaos.
Yeah, exactly.
Both of you guys doing
Yeah,
that,
just
nothing would get done.
exactly.
Literally.
Then nothing would get done. So it's
Literally.
just balance.
For sure. Take that advice, y'all, from experts. 10 and 15 years.
Hey,
We
hey.
know it all right?
Just-
Nah, man, we still trying to
Compatibility.
figure it
that's
out.
what is.
But no, it really is just about that, like, more than anything, that tug and pull. Like you said, that was a good way to put it.
yeah,
Just
once
that
you
tug
learn
and
it,
pull.
like you're able
Tug
to
and
like
pull.
you can't both be emotional at the same time. Because imagine how that looks.
Oh, I don't need to imagine. I've seen it
Lived it,
many a
seen it,
time in
yeah.
the past. In
Me
the
too.
past.
Me
It's
too,
in
yeah,
the
me too.
past. We've definitely grown. We've gotten better.
I wanted to ask how is it for you and like talking about your life in a podcast, like with your wife? Is there ever a problem?
I am mindful of what I share
Okay.
when it comes to things like that, because I do know there are certain things that are kind of like, babe, don't say that on a podcast.
Yeah.
Even in music, like music is kind of. I think I got it from
Yeah.
music too, like, because there were things that I would say in music, and she would hear it. She's like, "Yo, like, what is that about? What is this? What is that? What is
Yeah.
that?" And I'm like I'm just
That's
like
a different level.
like I'm just trying to share my story to hopefully inspire somebody and motivate somebody. Like, I'm not thinking about, like, at the time I wasn't thinking about I was thinking about what was actually being said, but I wasn't thinking about what was actually being said. It was
That
more
makes sense.
my intent was not what she kind of thought, if you will. But now I'm like, okay, like, let me be mindful of those things, and not try to cross any lines, because again, especially with nowadays, you put something on excuse me, you put something online, and
It's there forever.
it's there forever. So I'd rather just and I could still make great music, I could still have a great podcast, and not have to fully divulge the crazy, I don't want to say crazy stuff, but things that there's things that just need to be kept between you and your family.
100%. I believe that. I believe that. Yeah, you. And some people, like, I could never do like a reality show of like I see people do that. I'm like, I would never do that. With like my family and kids, like
I've thought about like the when I was single, like the dating ones or whatever, like those kind of reality shows, but nothing like intrusive, like a
like when
Kristen knows best, or
Big Brother. Well, not even Big Brother. That's
Kardashians.
Stuff like that, where they're literally like in your life.
Yeah, sometimes I have to tell my wife, like, hey, listen, sometimes I'm just having fun. I'm just talking.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, don't take it too serious, because sometimes, like the Spanish dude, they bring what they do, the way they do their podcast. Shout out to them. they do topics. So all we doing is, okay, today this is this topic. It could be what was it last week? Women in surgeries. You know, like plastic surgeries. And then from there, we all have to just, that's the topic today. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
And sometimes you might say something like, you know, that's just, I'm having fun. I don't, you know.
Right. You gotta.
It's not towards you, babe. Like,
Yeah. Right.
It's just funny at the time. Something funny to say.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. I guess sometimes I'm like, you know, like I said it earlier, like, babe, like, I'm just kidding. Like, I'm not trying to, you know.
Yeah.
Or whatever, you know, I'm just trying to convey something. I'm not trying to, like,
Correct.
attack you. Like, oh, like, yo, this one time, like, she, like, no, I'm just trying to.
Yeah, babe, like this song, that was about the ex. That wasn't about you. Do you have to go? I mean, you guys
I've had
do,
to explain a couple songs before.
Yeah, you guys do music, so that's a different level. Because
I've
what
had
if you're
to explain a couple
inspired by something that happened, you know, in the past?
Yeah.
And
I've
you
left
have
some things out. I've left some things out.
No, don't do it.
I've left some things out because I was like this would be great material, but I know that this will also cause massive problems. Either, and not even just like relationship wise, but like it could be like people too.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Where I'm
people
just
know.
like, like, do I want to cross that
Don't
bridge?
do it.
No, I don't.
No. And my advice is do it. If it creatively, like you felt
Yeah.
it, just do it. Leave it there.
Yeah.
It happened for a reason. It came to your mind for a reason.
Yeah.
But that's why I wanted to ask. Like, as this topic came up, I'm like, how does music happen? Because it's an inspiration. Like, if you feel sad and you write a sad song, is your wife gonna be like, "Is that about me? Are you not happy?" Like, or is it just? Do they understand? Like, this is just what came out today, babe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the times, you know, or she'll ask me like, "Yo, why are you writing like that?" I'm like, but I mean, a lot of the stuff songs like that, it was a lot of things that happened like in the past that I was kind of just like reflecting on. So I was like, babe, like this is not happening like currently, but like things that are happening right now are like stirring those emotions, and it's like making me creatively write. So I need to write these things down.
Yeah.
Oh, it could just be the beat. This beat is sad as fuck.
100%.
Sorry, do we curse
yeah,
here?
you
Sorry.
try not to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, this
not
beat
to.
is just sad, man. Like, this is how it feels.
Yeah.
So this is what's coming out. So
Yeah, and I'm a sucker for those sad emotional beats, and I'm like, yeah, oh, pain, misery, let's go, write it down.
so easy, huh?
Get
Comes so
way
easy.
easier than writing a hype song.
Yeah.
Way easier. I'm like, yo, I'll list all my problems right now. Let's go. Hype song. Yeah, give me a little bit of time for that one.
Well, it's always the beat to me. I don't make music, also, guys. So I don't know what I'm saying, but I will imagine. I've been in the room with people creating, and I would imagine that's probably like it's just the beat.
It definitely is the driving force to like everything I've written, pretty much. I mean, if I sit there and be like, okay, I don't know what to write about, like I would come across a beat where like it would bring back a memory, or it describes like my current times or whatever. You know what I mean?
Nice.
I'll hear the words when I hear the beat.
Yeah.
Like if I know, and then if I hear the beat and then I'm writing and like it's continuous, then I'll keep going. But if like I get like maybe a line and a half, and then like nothing else comes, then I'm like, yeah, this isn't the beat,
Yeah, like,
and I'll just keep it moving.
So, do you guys write anything without a beat ever, or
Sometimes. I mean,
how does that work? Then, how do you match a beat? How do you find a beat for something you wrote without a beat?
so like, I mean, I don't know. Like, I would hear something. I don't know. I mean, I would hear something in my head, and then I would just like think of it before I forget it, and then I would find something that matches that.
Oh,
mood.
okay. So you already
Yeah.
kind of know, like, oh, this would sound well with this sort of
Yeah.
melody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, if I'm listening to like a certain type of music at the time, I'll think of like that style, and like something would, like, light bulbs would go off and be like, oh shit, like, let me write that down. Then I would sit down and sift through beats and then just find something that fits.
Nice. I'm trying to, like, the reason why I
No,
even
you're
started
cool.
a podcast is, yeah, sorry.
No, you're cool.
No business.
No, you're good. We'll wrap shortly, just so people, for time purposes. But
yeah.
if it's like no beat whatsoever, I'll usually get more of like a template, and then I'll find a beat that kind of matches, and I'll kind of modify the lyrics to the
To the
fit
beat
the
after.
beat. So if like I have to take out words or syllables or add stuff, whatever, I'll do that accordingly.
Yeah, the reason why I bring up the writing stuff because the main reason why I started a podcast is because my ultimate goal is to become a writer, write a book or write a movie, and it's like doing everything that I'm doing. I'm still trying to write. So I'm writing a script and I'm writing a book at the same time.
Word.
And it's been challenging because I always had I wrote poems before. I won poem contests and stuff, and I did it without even trying to win them. Like people would just like I remember school. They had like they made us do this. It was forced. Like if you didn't write a poem, you were losing 20% of your credit or whatever.
Oh man.
Yeah, so I wrote a poem just to turn it in, and then I won first place, and I was like, "Wait, what?"
Okay, all right. I think
I'm
I
like,
got something here.
I literally just threw this out there.
Yeah. I think when there's no pressure, it's just like it comes easy.
Yeah, probably, and I honestly didn't even care about it. I was
That's what
just
I'm
like,
saying.
I got to
Like
do
that,
this.
that's
So.
when you're having the most fun with it. The most creativity comes out of that. So
Yeah, like my teachers were like, I remember my teachers were like, "You wrote this?" Because I remember they were like, and I don't even remember what it was, to be honest. I think you maybe find it in like the Vogue. I'm sure the archives or something it will come up. But my teachers were like you're gifted, like. And I'm in high school and I'm trying to be a gangster. Like I'm like writing poems. What do you mean? Like I'm not doing this. So I remember like them telling me that back then and me just brushing it off. And then what is it?
Years later. you're
Yeah.
like,
10 years later, I'm like, I should become a writer.
you know what? They were right. They were on.
Man, I should have listened to them and
They
started.
were on to something.
Yeah,
They
it started
were onto
back
something.
then.
Yeah.
You know?
Something.
was that the first time you've written a poem?
Yeah. I never written anything else that I
Okay.
like. Everything else was like school based. But I always remember like they would tell you read a book and then like do a summary or whatever. I remember enjoying that.
Dude, I'm a beast at that. That's one
Yeah.
of my favorite things to do.
Like I remember people having a issue doing 5 pages. I was having an issue just doing 5 pages because then I would start and I couldn't stop. I was like,
Yeah.
it just
Keeping it to 5.
yeah, it just like it just kept pouring out.
Yeah.
And I never paid attention to it, and now I'm like, I think this is what I want to do, even more so than even talking on a podcast or anything else. Like that is the main goal. I use a podcast to get inspiration. Basically, you talk
Yeah.
to people, I get characters, I get ideas, I get emotions out of people, and then I use it to write.
Absolutely.
Basically, what I'm like doing now. It's hard though, like
Oh, yeah.
especially when you don't know a structure of like how to write a book.
Yeah.
You just you're just
just
writing
write.
and going
Yeah.
and
You're just
see what
writing.
happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
And
it's
then,
fun.
and then after that, you got to figure out like who to get it to, and then after that,
I haven't even gotten there. I don't know what's gonna happen then, but
Cross that bridge when you get there.
I got a name and my book. I could say. I mean, I guess if somebody needs to steal an idea. So the book is called Two Sons and it's about my 2 kids, and it's basically of how different they are. And it's in a story form. It's not like, oh, my kid is this, my kid is. It's not that.
Yeah,
it's just
It's more
I'm
difficult.
telling a story which depicts how my oldest son is and how my youngest son is, and then I'm writing a movie, which is like, you know how Eddie Murphy did that movie where he talks to animals.
Jeez Louise, the brain.
I don't remember the name. I just remember it's Eddie Murphy and he's talking to
What
animals.
the heck?
It's
It's on the tip of my brain.
there's not many of those movies, but that one. So he
Dr. Doolittle.
yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So the version I'm writing is the opposite of that I want to write, where animals are understanding humans and they're freaking out. They're like, oh, wait, they understand us. No. So they're like trying to battle to change it back. They're like, no, we need things to go back to normal, please. Basically, that's the
Yeah, the premise.
the premises of
Word-
it. But
word up.
yeah, that's what I'm working on when it comes to writing. But it's very tough. Have you guys ever been inclined to writing anything other than music?
I've thought about it.
Yeah, I've thought about like writing books and all that stuff. Well, I I don't know where to start with that.
I mean, it's just a long song.
Yeah.
You can look at it that way.
I guess so. Yeah. If I can write an album, I can write a book.
Yeah,
If can
I
write
tried.
lyrics,
I
can write a
wrote
book.
songs before. I'm never gonna sing it or rap them.
Yeah.
But I've written stuff before. I'm not inclined, or I don't like the whole performing part of it.
Yeah.
Like that part is like, so how can you guys perform the same thing over and over again and still? I can't do it. That's like my part where I'm like, I'll get really tired of this very easy if I had to like also then perform it and perform it and perform it and perform it. I'll be like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
I think for me, and then just for the sake of time too, but for me, it's just another opportunity to share it in a different way when it comes to performing. For me, it's so for me, like, I don't get sick of it. One, I love performing. It's like a up close, personal, intimate way of sharing what you do, and being something that you have written. It isn't like something that you did karaoke or whatever. It's like it's like physically coming from you, and like your passion and emotions that you felt in that song when you were writing it, that like really like drives it home to like continuously want to do it.
Those are the best artists
Personally,
to me.
Yeah.
The
For me, I feel like not everybody knows my music. So like, if I'm in front of a different crowd, like they haven't heard it yet, most likely. So like, it's exciting to be able to share that from way back, or like if I'm performing like older songs, then now you get to hear that. If you hadn't heard me before, like this is what you're getting to hear now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, I of course love to perform. It's just a different feeling up there than it is in the studio, of course, like anywhere else.
Yeah, I noticed with some artists, you could tell that they hate the performance when you're up there, and then there's artists that you're like, oh no, they love
This is where they shine.
And then it shows on the when you go see somebody live, like you could tell the difference.
Yeah.
So
I ride with stuff until I'm absolutely just like done with it. It's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I know we've done Hope. Continue to do Hope because it's just one of those songs that oldie but goodie, and you're just like, yeah, we just got to keep doing it. Excuse me.
Nice.
But yeah, man, thank you for taking the time coming through. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you guys. You guys, one of the first episodes. So definitely, I'm looking forward to having you guys individually at one point.
Yeah. Just let us know.
Yeah, I'm just starting to get back into like actually bringing on people, because before I was just focusing on trying to launch all these other podcasts and like help them out and learn also the things that I didn't know how to do. And now it's kind of like I have a little bit of a system. So hopefully I could have you guys also individually.
Yeah, for sure. Just let us know.
I like interviews like that better when it's like less people.
Yeah.
I learned that throughout the process. I'm like, when there's a lot of people, it's tough.
I got you for sure.
But thank you. Appreciate you guys.
Of course. I want to say shout out to everybody that's been tuning in. God bless as always. Shout out to Kayla and Krispy, who are not here, but you guys are doing your thing. Appreciate you guys. Shout out to the whole Right Mind podcast team. Shout out to everybody that's been listening. But until next time, with a very bad voice, my name is Jay Faith. My name is L.Y.F.E. And we also got
EDJ from EDJ Studios.
And before we end, I just want to say, like, our podcast got nominated for Crown of the Jungle
Awards. Best podcast.
Nice.
So go vote. Vote.
Definitely go vote.
Check us out. Go vote. A lot of other great nominees for different categories. Shout out to MOCG. We got a lot of stacked people in there as well. So make sure you go check that out. Go vote. Go support local music and creators. Appreciate all you guys for your support. But until next time, this is the Right Mind Wednesdays podcast, and we'll catch y'all next time. What's up?
Thank you.